what the lyrics are at all.
I no.
No. Like,
No.
nah,
No.
dude, we are
I
live. We are. You've never seen Spiffy Sean Styles in a post wrestling show afterglow. I had the opportunity to work for a great company in West by God, Virginia, earlier tonight. Uh, it was it was a show. It's 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 awesome to be in a place like, and we've talked about this a little bit on the podcast, but like be in a place where I finally, and this is 27 years into the business, feel like I can like sort of articulate a way to give back to like the newer generation. So thank you to Keith and Will and everybody over there that was so nice to me. And I'll be back there, I think, May 16th. There is a vicious rumor that they want me to wrestle. I may have to do that just because somebody has to teach these kids, these flippy kids, how to respect this business. Sorry, that's my promo. But it's great to be here. Thank you all. I'm Spiffy. That's the unicorn. That's my friend Ashley. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, babies. What's going on, everybody?
This is a special, way past my bedtime, 1 o'clock in the morning, no pants Sunday on the East Coast version of me. Hey, what's good, guys? Look, people are tuning in. Here's the cool thing. We've never done a Saturday night show before, so there's a pretty decent possibility that I am not the only person brothered up here after a great night out on the town. But I am going to be a brothered up brother on the town. Cheers.
Ding.
Please share this with your friends and family and even people you don't like. But we're live. I don't care. I mean, clicks are clicks, y'all. We create controversy here sometimes by hot takes. So I did. I got to work a wrestling show earlier this evening. It was it's great. There's so a couple things happened this week. Just to catch you guys up, my buddy KG wrote a great, very nice post about sort of like watching me and what he perceived to be like my experience with wrestling and how I interacted with my friends and my brothers and my sisters in the business at Cauliflower Alley and some of those events that he has seen me at. And it's long story short, like seeing the joy on my face as I was interacting with people sort of gave him the opportunity to kind of pause and like, like, hey, like, I'm working too much, getting all these interviews with all these legends and trying to build his podcast. And by the way, you should absolutely find his podcast. I think so. Get Your Bell Rung. If I mess that up, he's going to give me more heat, but that's fine. But the point of that was, I am, I'm nothing if not a great bullshitter. I'm a terrible liar. And I don't know if that makes sense. What I mean by that is one of the things that is apparent, if you understand people at all, is, and I feel comfortable saying this after an awesome night down there with my friends in Tridelphia, by God, West Virginia, for Showtime Championship Wrestling, I think it was called. You can't manufacture the love that we have for the professional wrestling business. And what KG's post was kind of alluding to is Like he watched me, and I am very, I joke about, you got to put yourself over all the time in this business, but I'm very bad at sort of acknowledging that and having him kind of like say, look, I watched you like talk to like Abdullah and Rip Rogers and all these guys, and uh the unmistakable joy, like the unfiltered joy that I get from professional wrestling cannot be replicated. It is quite literally the thing that saved my life. About a year ago, literally this week, about a year ago, I was in. It's a shoot, by the way. I was in a hospital in a coma, and I got big scars, and all that stuff from experience. But one of the things that brought me back was uh, booking the territory, laying in a hospital bed, and thinking about professional wrestling, thinking about like these promos that I had in my brain, or thinking about uh, this person where I can like, hey, I have a note for you to help you with your character, or those kind of things. And I thought it was important to just acknowledge how much I absolutely love this stupid business. Okay, seriously, love you guys, and thank you so much for letting me uh, get to sit in the back of a wrestling dressing room tonight and get a chance to talk to some of the young up and coming wrestlers. And if at any point I accidentally gave you guys good advice, please please put me over for that, because God knows nobody else will. But I'm happy to try to help. But I'm just as full of shit as everybody else. Probably
I'm
more.
glad you got to do it.
I am too. Look, I can't
He's
stop
been
smiling.
glowing for the last like good
It's not. I mean, I got a little
35
bit of sun.
minutes.
It's not. It's not the bad filter. I did get like
That
pink.
too. But he's also
You
been
know.
glowing. Yeah. So it's
Well, that's
awesome.
probably true. I know. I
It's
love wrestling.
doggone
I
it.
really do. Like
Still
seriously.
real to me.
Listen. we'll we'll see who's dumb enough to get in the ring with me. But yeah, it'll be real to them too. Hey, Evan. Hey, girl. Hey, guys. Hey, girls.
So, are you ready to do this thing tonight? Morning,
I'm
whatever.
not going to lie. Even more than normal, I have no idea what we're doing tonight.
Oh, for
So, what
goodness.
we've talked about on the show for the past few weeks, going back to March uh, to celebrate Women's History Month, was we were focusing on sort of the Mount Rushmore of women's wrestling. And we've gone through like the various like eras of women's wrestling from the early days all the way through what we are going to talk about tonight, which is the present and the future of women's professional wrestling. So I got a chance to experience some of that tonight. Shauna Reed was on the show, and she's great. Um, the girl that she wrestled is a star in the making, and I'm I'll remember her name here in a second, but she was great. Great main event, by the way, women main event at the show tonight, and were the best match hands down. Were those two girls? So I was happy to be there and get a chance to watch that.
Nice.
Nice.
So, as you all know, friends, we do not do a traditional four-headed Mount Rushmore. We do a five-headed Mount Rushmore. We do count tag teams or
One,
however as one,
like a conjoined
a
kind of
conjoined head, conjoined triplets, whatever
like
it
a like
has
a
to be
like
for
a
that
like a weird like Total
particular
Recall kind of like like I
situation,
got like a yeah.
right? And we do five heads because apparently there were supposed to be five heads on Mount Rushmore, but the guy died and
I
there was
do
only
five
four.
heads because of girls that don't understand bangs and have the it's a Same thing. I mean, we don't have this kind of hair.
You have issues. But
You just now
before,
figured this out. We're
no,
like 10
I
weeks
just
into
wanted to
this, and
say it
like,
out loud today.
listen, this
But
is your
before
idea.
we jump in to our picks, I made a list of people who may not make a mountain just yet. They might not make a mountain ever, but they got something.
I thought
Okay.
this was the whole point of the show was we were going to do.
But we are going to do our mountain
Oh,
afterwards.
she gonna
But
do
I have these
something.
shout outs.
You got something.
I got stuff. And this is also going to give you time to start thinking about your people. All right. So I'm
If
going to
you
read
think
this
that I'm
list.
going to start thinking about thinking, you're
Yeah, I already
thinking
know.
wrong.
Are you ready?
For you, no. I don't think you are ready for this jelly, as a wise poet of my generation once said. I'll see you in Vegas, and we will both be bootylicious.
Oh my gosh. Good job.
Thank you.
Bravo. Bravo. All right. So here we go. Flammer. Hayan.
Flommer?
Flammer. She is the AAA longest women's champion.
Triple A.
AAA. Flammer.
Triple A.
Hayan. Maya World. Mia Yim. Chelsea Green. Jade Cargill. Chris Statlander. Tasha
Wait.
Steeles. These are some shout outs.
What are we talking about this week? You're just
No, we're going to talk
prematurely
about
ejaculating all of your picks. Like this is like
No,
what,
I'm not. We are going to be
That was like-
doing our mountain of our 2020s.
so
However,
you
these are people that I want to give a shout out to because at this time, they're not going to make my mountain, but doggone it, I enjoy watching them on television and I want to give them some love.
F me
So
and
I
my
shall
mountain. Just go
continue.
ahead. No. Go ahead and tell. Why don't you name every women's wrestler ever before we start the show and just blow my whole thing? Go.
Wait,
No, go
just-
ahead.
I'm continuing. Where was I?
I don't know.
Statlander, Tasha Steele, Bixwell, Giselle Shaw, Nyla Rose, The Inspiration, Viva Van, who last year had almost the same amount of belts as Mercedes Moné, Diamante, Killer Kelly, Kiera Hogan, Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, Fallon Henley, Zaria, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Anna J, Zelina Vega, Ty Conti, Nikki Blackheart, Brittany Brooks, and Carmella. I want to give you ladies some love. Thank you for your contribution to the 2020s era of wrestling. I may sleep on it and wake up and be like, oh my gosh, this person should have been on my mountain. But with no further ado, are you ready to get into our top 5 picks?
You just.
I did not give everything
every
away.
Women's wrestler, like. That's like a weird like Tourette's thing, and if that's a thing, don't I mean that's okay. That was how you started the show, but like, first of all, good on you because I don't think I could have named most, and they're all amazing by the way. Like as soon as you said them, I was like, yeah. I mean, Van. I mean, I have a type.
People love Vegas. Van.
Oh, I do.
That woman is gorgeous
and flexible
and a hell of a worker. And yes, shout out to Jade's abs. Shout out to Jade's abs. You're doggone right, Evan.
This is why I don't want to have like live chats up during this thing because I don't need any more help to get in trouble. Evan, jerk.
Hey,
and we are live, by the way. So if you guys want to,
abs, so why not give a shout out to Jade's abs too? I mean, they got some of the best abs in the biz.
I watched a guy.
See. If we ever do an abs episode, we know where we're going.
Not me. I've got like.
I ain't got none.
Like even in my heyday, which it was one Wednesday back in like 2003. That was the day. It was if it, like
You're
Spiffy
like, well,
looked
look
good.
at
There was
there.
one day, like like that was when like you can do oh shit, what was it called? Ephedrine. Back in the actual like diet, like whatever things, like the crack thing. Dude, I got shredded for a minute there when I was doing like a NWA, like I wrestled for like the championship and like I had to get like, I I legit dropped like 50 pounds and was like I was all right. I had a week where like
You had abs.
I was a snack for a minute there back in 2003. Jade's abs though. Kayer knows. Like
See?
what? What? There, oh no. Not the kind of promo. Like I watched the guy tonight wrestle in jeans. It wasn't John Cena. And also he forgot his belt. So most of his match he was just pulling up his pants. And it was and
Awkward.
no, and he was and here's the thing. Like these are the kind of things where I'm like, I mean, there's something there. Like he was doing like kind of a like a T-Birds, like and he brought his girl out with him and she was wearing like
Ooh.
one of the pink jackets, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so literally I'm talking to the booker. I'm like, look, uh, not a huge fan of his ring attire. He looks like a dude that just rolled into the ring. This is a shout out to
We
my
all can't
buddy
be
Rip.
orange.
What?
Mhm.
No. I'm. Oh gosh. Well, but that's the thing where I defer to the old school people too, where they're like, that guy. Like Jim Cornette probably hates Orange Cassidy, and I don't even have to ask, but I just assume that he hates him because it's a different presentation.
Yes.
And I'm here to tell you, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
Have a
it is
different
not.
presentation. Have a unique presentation, but don't look like a guy that rolled out of bed and got no, like you can do both. You can have that unique presentation. It's one of the reasons I somehow let me get this back to Viva Van because that's where
Because that's where we were
that's
in
where I'm
Jade's
gonna
abs.
well, I'll see you at WrestleCon, Viva.
Let's just
Um
put it this way. If a Viva picture comes up on one of my socials, I do share it with my friends who are like, thank you, Lord. Viva Van.
I mean,
And then she had the audacity to have all those belts, and it was like, whoa, go Viva
see, I'm excited that
in that photo.
I'm excited that you have that experience because I don't know that at all. Like
Yeah,
I
I saw the
watched
picture.
a little bit of wrestling. I'm excited that you shouted out Carmella just because I love Leah and my buddy Corey Graves and the awkward Instagram videos where just Matt is standing in the background of her closet, like watching her do whatever she's doing.
Making him pack his clothes, making him be on camera with her and the kids doing weird
Just
stuff.
literally
And
just
he's just
him
like,
in the
this
back
is
of the closet,
ridiculous. I
like
like how they make it a family affair, and he's just like, dear God.
and if you know the former Sterling James Keenan, I it's like I can literally like feel what he's like thinking in the middle of those videos. So shout out to the princess of Staten Island. She's not right.
Carmen.
Staten Island. I don't know if you guys know this. Sometimes they embellish in wrestling. It's weird. Oh, Ash! Oh my God, your hair looks amazing. By the way,
Thank
that's
you.
that is some WrestleCon.
Getting my
See you in
mania hair
Vegas in a few
together.
days.
Yes,
The Good Brothers are hosting a WrestleMania watch party at the Nerd,
they are.
which is one of my favorite places in the universe because my friend Billy Blade does Micromania there. And so one of my best friends is a kid named Lucas who lives in Vegas. I've known him for like 30 years. We affectionately call him Lurch because he's 7 foot tall and you can't teach that. He's so Literally, we were trying to find. There's a picture of him and I from probably like 7 or 8 years ago in Vegas, where I'm doing literally the Shawn Michaels, and he's doing the Big Daddy Cool like behind me kind of thing. Because we want to, and I shouldn't say this in front of the internet universe. We may try to figure out a way to cosplay the Good Brothers. Now, here's the messed up thing. I'm pretty sure Lurch is bigger than Gallows, and I'm pretty sure I'm bigger than Chad Too Bad at this point. So we have to figure out a way. Like I'm not going to eat the rest of this week just because I'm not going to have the abs.
I'm just saying,
Carl.
I'm like, you do realize
I'm
you have
not-
to do like
I'm not gonna have,
582 ab rolls every 3 hours in order
What?
to like.
You think I'm like in 1 week I'm going to get like 2012 Machine Gun G1 beating Tanahashi? I'm going to get those like in 1 week. Like,
And you also have to do 30-minute lunges every like hour. So I don't know how this is gonna go for you guys, but best
I'm
wishes.
blown up already. Thank God I don't have to work. Or if I do, it's going to be in the Micromania ring where it's like a 8-foot ring, and
There you go.
I'll choke slam. I'll 25 cent. I'm coming for your ass. Like,
If you've never
first
been
of all,
to
if
the
you've
Nerd,
not seen Micromania, go see Micromania. Like,
if you've never been to the Nerd, they have a riding apparatus.
well, if you play your cards right, ladies, woo!
I've watched people ride the riding apparatus,
I bet you have, Vegas.
and
Let's
I was
go.
like, "Good for you."
See, like I'm a '90s kid. My first thought was like Howard Stern and like the Sibian. Like, you know, like I watched. Like, that's not. This show is, I think, PG. I don't know. Like I try to not swear
Use
that
words.
much.
Hence the reason why I said apparatus.
Just a fancy word of saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. How great does Ashley's hair look? Let's focus on the positives here. Look how great her hair looks for this.
Yes,
She's
and
ready for
I
Vegas.
just got it done, and I just pulled it back, and I probably shouldn't have, but it was just in my face. Hopefully, we will be prepared for something
No,
different.
listen.
within the next
I
few days.
I have to sleep like this just because I don't want my hair to like. I gotta like you can't like this. I know you know, girl. It's a lot of work to goes into, you know.
It is a poop
I
ton
don't
of
go
work.
to bed looking this
was
pretty.
a few
people.
hours.
There's a lot. I
today.
don't just wake up like being this cute. I mean,
I watched a Lifetime movie and a movie on Prime while this was getting done. So that was a good 4 hours.
I mean, listen.
Plus another maybe half hour.
As the adult for ADHD,
Those
couldn't
movies
even
are really good, thank goodness.
I couldn't even pay attention during your description of those movies. Like I was already like there's new
But
DLC.
yeah, no,
for, like,
getting to the list, like I had to put some of these people on here because
oh my gosh! By the way,
yes,
we have an actual topic. 25 minutes into the show,
we do, and we're gonna jump into it. But I'm gonna tell you why I had to put some of these people on this list. Outside
you
of the
rattle
fact
up 100 people that
I did not. It was
100.
First of all, it was actually
Check the
going to be 5, but then
Check the tape.
you gave me over 24 hours to do all this because we didn't meet up yesterday, and then we almost went into 48 hours, and so my brain started pouring in.
Through it.
I know, and I have brain diarrhea, and I had to write these things down. So if you notice, there's a lot of AEW ladies on here, and the AEW ladies, they were. They got a lot. Oh, I missed one. Britt Baker. I'm so sorry you're not here, but yes, here you go. But yeah, DMD. Oh, and
Pittsburgh's home.
Also, well, she can be on your mount. She's not on mine.
Well,
but
she was gonna be, but you stole.
She's not. This is non-mountain.
Still heat.
This is non-mountain. I also
Whoa.
want to give really quick, and then we can go into our mountains. Um, I want to send some
I
love
don't have
to
any mountains.
Rebel. I hope
Oh,
that
really?
everything gets better with you. This cannot be easy. You guys, please send love and prayers to her. She's going through a lot over these last few years. She was by far one of the nicest people I have ever met.
I met her once.
I met her once and ugh, she just melted my heart. So
It's
definitely please, you guys, give her some love. If you see her post, share it. Let her know you're giving her some prayers and even if you don't pray, love to the universe, whatever it is, she really deserves it. She's a good lady. She's good people's. So
yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
now, are you ready to build your
No,
mountain, Spiff?
it
I
was.
have
You
one.
you named every woman I've ever seen
I did
wrestle
not.
before we started the whole show. But all right.
I did not. So if you remember last week, we were talking about how a lot of women they span across time and space because time is not existent. And we could sit here, we could keep talking about Natty and Naomi and Charlotte and the rest of the four horsewomen. We could keep adding them. We already know that they are
Woo.
mountains. They are their own mountains, their own planets, what have you. So breaking this down into the 2020s and you think of who's been great out there and who's been emerging talent, there's also a cheat code to this thing too. So
Up,
my first
down,
pick is a
left,
cheat
right.
code.
B.
Yes.
Let's
See
start.
that and you know why I said cheat code? Because your background
You
earlier was
you listen. You are. I know you don't look it, especially with the braids. You are a woman of an age where you may understand what. Well, Xavier, the up, down. If you know where that came from, if you are watching this and you know where that came from, please, seriously, I'll do this. If you know that and you comment, up, down, where the origin of that is, we will send you a t-shirt. We have them now. Well, they're on the way to Ashley's house in Vegas for WrestleCon, but like we have t-shirts.
my poor car.
No, don't what? I mean, you gotta bring them to the strip.
Sure do. Shout out to my friend Nicole, who is a huge down fan. So she will love hearing that we mention down in the guys.
Listen, I am
Evan
an
said
affiliate on
Contra.
Twitch. If you guys ever find, did you say Contra?
That's what Evan said.
You son of, oh, not you. I was gonna say if you, Evan, you
I
can't,
stopped playing after Super Mario.
don't, you can't, you can't. This is why we can't do nice things, Evan. I'm trying to like.
Hey, he's here live.
Now nobody gets a shirt, Evan. Just so you know, I'm sorry, everybody. The reason you can't get a shirt is because
Evan knew
Evan
it.
played
Right on,
Contra.
Evan. And also shout out to Welcome to Rasslin. Thanks again for having me
Evan,
on your pod. Had a good time.
wait, you were on a podcast that I wasn't on?
That's right, remember?
No, me?
You remember.
No,
No, you have.
squirrel. Sorry, I don't.
No, not your bad, Evan. You're good peoples. We love you.
Nope, nope.
He'll
She
get
might.
over himself. He'll get over himself.
Nope.
He'll get over himself. I'm covering his face. He'll get over himself. Bless him. All right, we're going to jump into this. All right. So, like I said, there is a cheat code to this. There's an awesome cheat code to this
I see you,
because of the
Evan.
fact that we've been talking about people who have made some type of impact throughout the decades. And sometimes you make a huge impact just by being yourself. So,
Oh my
my
God, thank
first
you. I
choice.
do.
Oh
I'm my
Lord.
authentic self.
My
I
first choice
is
is going to be Mercedes
oh,
Monet. And yes, I can pick her because she is different from Sasha Banks, hence the cheat code.
All right, listen. So I think here's the mess up like weird origin thing. So I'm pretty sure you were at the show in Vegas where Naomi wrestled Jordan Grace.
We were at the same
Uh
show together and didn't know it, you guys.
and maybe and just
We
maybe
didn't know each other.
we were looking at the same star at the same time and we knew that somehow we would come together.
Yes. And that same show, I was in line with
Mercedes
waiting
was up.
for I was in line waiting to get my Trinity autograph, and Mercedes and Bailey walked right by me.
So well, you buried my thing, but yeah. Well,
And
so
then I
they
met
were.
Bailey a couple weeks later and she was like, "You should have tripped me."
Listen, I was my buddy Juice Justin was there, and all I remember is him talking about how uh Kaz Frankie Kazarian was uh pissed off. I'm like, oh, you've not met Frankie? Like he's like it's sort of his thing. He like so he's walking by uh was it the Palms? Where were we? I don't
Yes, we
remember.
were at the Palms.
There you go.
Uh,
So again, to this day, one of my favorite live promos I ever heard was Scott D'Amore of
that was
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, of the Good Brothers in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Uh, please uh, use the code Good Brother for 10% off your Blue Chew order. Uh, if they
Blue Chew
don't
Gold.
get fired from Blue Chew, and if they do, I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's actually not a bad badge of honor to like. You guys are the people that couldn't sell boner pills uh, because of all the things that you got a strongly worded email from the folks at Blue Chew. But listen, I'm a man in my 40s ish. Uh, don't let the hair fool you. Uh, Blue Chew. Uh, don't call it a boner pill,
Tis
and
not.
they won't fire you from boner pills.
I forgot what they said it was. It is a tablet
Well, uh, the Blue Chew
brought to you by a
tablet is.
company by the name of
I'm
Blue Chew.
I'm more excited that Chado doesn't know how to say sildenafil. Uh, thank God for him and his 5 beautiful children and his hot shoot Asian wife, and he doesn't have to know how to pronounce the uh the Blue Chew ingredients. I mean,
Weird. Oh,
what's weird?
hello. What's this? Best FAFO. I like that. You were
Uh,
at the show today in West Virginia.
oh my
Mm,
God! Somebody saw me. Oh gosh!
mm.
No,
Okay, we
well
got to
I
get
feel like
back
I'm
on
in
track.
trouble.
Who is your number one mountain
For current people,
of the current?
Jordan Grace.
Great pick.
Uh, didn't have to think about it for several reasons. First of all, uh, I I watched her. So I had an opportunity to work a wrestling show tonight in West Virginia. There was a ton of amazing up and coming independent wrestlers there. To watch somebody like Jordan Grace, uh, and there's no other way to say it, transform herself. Um, and she's always been an amazing wrestler. That's not the issue. The issue is, as I try to explain to the larger gentleman who wrestled in jeans and his pants were falling down, it is and Cody Rhodes will say this too. It is still an aesthetic presentation. You have to look a certain part. To simplify it, uh, you have to look like you can beat the shit out of the marks. Like, if I don't look like I can beat most of the people up in the crowd, then what you're paying, like, what do you like? You know, respectfully to the flippy kids, I know this thing. Like, if you're like 140 pounds and you can do like whatever like that, you're not whooping my ass. I don't care where you are. You're just not, right? Like, so Jordan was always an amazing wrestler, was always kind of a powerhouse wrestler, and then got herself in just amazing shape. You
Indeed.
know, shout out to Jade Cargill's abs, but like Jordan Grace's the buys, girl.
The thighs, the arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not done. And she's that's the cool thing about this. So when Ashley, who is in charge of me most of the time, uh
Pray for
we
me.
were talking about the women's sort of like we went from like the 80s and 90s, the attitude era and like the aughts into today's wrestlers. Jordan Grace was the one in my brain that stuck out a lot just because of her own evolution as the women's evolution becomes the 2026 like presentation of women's wrestling. She is the literal poster child that I would say against anybody. No disrespect to Jade Cargill's abs, but Jordan Grace is my number one.
All right. Well, my number two is Bianca Belair. I mean, athleticism. She's not the EST for nothing. She's athletic, creative. She's inspirational for not just the little black girl, but for boys and girls who look like it doesn't matter, all colors of the rainbow. She inspires adults. She does her own clothes, her own hair. She's Bianca Belair. And same thing that I'm going to say about Jordan. I can't wait to see both of them back in the ring. I wish them the best in their healing. But yeah, she turned heads in a time when NXT was going through it, it it was a different type of roller coaster, but it was very male focused. But
Oh,
she
that's not
stood
fair.
out.
That's not fair.
I went to several shows, and it was there you would see certain same women over and over again, but you would see more of like the same, like a lot more guy presence. But she's carving a way for she can do the flippy, but she don't mind scrapping.
I
So
think it's
I
fair.
enjoy I
I
enjoy
just
me some Bianca.
so yeah, obviously VST, but also just to push back on the NXT thing. And here's where this is gonna be like a weird like middle aged white guy. Let me mansplain to you about
Oh Lord.
whatever. But like so on one hand, like we are celebrating the women's evolution, women's revolution, the again just the amazing steps that women in professional wrestling have made since the 70s and 80s, where women were quite literally regarded as the same as midget wrestling, and not midget wrestling and whatever, like, but midget wrestling, little people wrestling,
Oh yeah,
micromania wrestling. But back then,
very much better
midgets.
verbiage.
Well, I'm using the verbiage of the time. I'm not using,
Correct.
not in a derogatory way. Wrestling was thought of as the ladies, it was one match on a show. It was an attraction. It wasn't any way, shape, or form regarded as remotely equal to the men that wrestle. And listen, and we can still argue that there's, strides to be made, but but um it, this is not a knock on Bianca Belair. I'm also the guy, if you listen to the podcast from last week, and by the way, you should please download this Spiffy Sean show on iTunes and Spotify or wherever you get your podcast from. Spiffy and the Unicorn is rising up the charts. But the point I made last week during the show, when I was talking about the four horsewomen of NXT, was that the women were showcased, I would argue, more than the
Yes,
men
they were.
were at that.
They were.
So it's not an issue of,
You know what? I would
listen.
say it was a rebuilding period because those women had left and there was that transition. It was a Naya and Asuka had just left and they were rebuilding the women of
But like, but
NXT and
but
also
you could say that
shifting
about
them
men too.
into
That's not. I
WWE.
don't believe that's a gender specific thing, and that's sort of the thing that I'm trying to,
Mm.
not arguing, but like
No,
but
this is a great discussion.
rebuilding is just wrestling as a whole. I think now women have a way better opportunity to, as you said, kind of rebuild or like, kind of reload and those kind of things. And when the Baileys and Sashas and Charlottes left, there was, the Oscars and, the newer, people in NXT that kept them through the later years of the black and gold era of
Mhm,
NXT.
mhm.
And then Bianca's there too. And there's now even girls that aren't there anymore, like Cora and Indy and like those kind of like women were instrumental in continuing that process for
Mhm.
women's wrestling, even if they never reached the heights that Sasha did or Charlotte did or Asuka did. And listen, those are very hard. Those are high bars, right? It's I I the hard thing for me as a dude is to try to like explain, not explain, mansplain. Like, look, it's okay that you're not the next, John Cena or whatever like that. That's fine. There can only be one. Uh, Shout out to Drew McIntyre's sword, but like, there's only one, Charlotte of a generation, or only one, Brock Lesnar of a generation, and those people are special. It doesn't matter their gender, at least in my opinion. This is weird for the last week of women's wrestling
It's no,
celebration.
no, this is a great discussion, and it's really good that, we are talking about it. And again, this is why the dynamic of the show works so well because I look at things on the fan side and you look at things on the business side. And you also can see things that because you're also a fan who's also in the business, you can see things from a certain way that maybe I do not see. So yeah, I think we have great conversations and great ways to talk about um impact
Here's
of wrestlers, the way things work in the business, recognizing just how things flow.
Ashley. I wrestled. I worked the show tonight where the most uh, the most popular person on the entire show was the referee. And if you're, and this will be sort of a weird NXT throwback for you, or if you remember Blue Pants,
Mhm, mhm.
so the referee's whole gimmick is they needed a referee. Uh, he was not prepared to be a referee, whatever like that. They kind of threw him out there. He was wearing just sweatpants and did a great job. And now he is like sweatpants guy. He's like the referee. Like, so now he literally has different like sweatpants where he wears them to the ring with his shirt or whatever like that. And he was the most over person on the show. Now we can go ahead and unpack that. Hey guys, you're wrestlers on a show where the referee is more popular than you are. What are you doing? But also, like, blue pants, like you have to acknowledge like what the fans want, and that's
That
sort of like
happy
where,
medium.
right? So
Yeah.
what was my
Who is
point?
your number
Squirrel.
two? Who is your your
Who
number
does
two?
number two work for? Um, what do we, women's wrestling?
Yeah.
Um, again, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys have watched this show for the past few weeks and months, you know that this is a shoot. I have not thought about this at all. Well, two
Meanwhile, I'm
things.
like,
A,
I wonder
well,
if I should
two things
say.
happen. Like Ash comes in here and rattles off 126 women that she gives honorable mentions to. He's like, now
Because
you
I
go
don't
think of
want to forget
somebody.
him like we
Now you
forgot
go.
Beth
No,
Phoenix. That haunts me for the rest of my days.
see,
Did
see,
that not haunt you for the rest of your days?
no more than you just killing my entire heat. We're like, let me name every women wrestler that I know of, and then like, hey, dude, you figure it out. Go, you go. Think of somebody else.
Hello, Aaron.
It's a dick move.
Soon as you said sweatpants, I knew you were talking about Devin. He's ref some of my matches in his short career. He's getting better every time he's out there.
He's. Where are you seeing this, by the way?
I'm reading the comments. Thank you for your
All I have
comment,
is
Aaron. Aaron Judo
Ron.
Jones.
So, shout out to Mayor Mystery, I guess. Oh man, he texted me earlier today. So,
You're number two.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. Do you have another one?
I do, but I wanted you to do your number two because
That's. I want you to understand. You've said. I want you to do your number two like
I know
4
what
different times, and I have gone out of my way to not make a "who does number two work for" joke. I want you to acknowledge that.
I
I
did
don't.
because
I'm
you
so
said it, and
hard.
I
This
was
is
like,
like
"That's
I'm just a man. I'm just trying to do the thing. I'm just trying to do like.
It happens.
Yeah, number
More
two does
dose.
happen, doesn't it? Number
Dose.
two does happen.
Part two does happen. Dose. Duh.
I gotta have good hair. All right. Get for real. If you don't mind, I
If you
will defer the
you will
number two.
defer, you need
I
a
will.
thinker.
I want to give you my number two. I want you to
Take your
have.
number two and make it my
I'll
number
take
three.
just. I want you to just. Uh, yeah, just.
Okay, so I will go to my
just
number three. My number three is going to be
why'd you number three? What?
because I already did my number two.
Who's your number two?
Bianca.
Who's your number one?
Mercedes Monet.
Oh, well. Number three then.
Okay. My number three is Willow Nightingale. I mean,
Listen, if you're just gonna pick awesome wrestlers of color, people are gonna start like
no.
I don't want you to don't you culturally appropriate our show. Jerk.
No. And she is a mixture. She is not
Aren't we
just
all?
see, she is society. And yeah. Anyway, but no. Besides being one of the kindest human beings in the world, Willow Nightingale kicks ass. Straight up. kicks ass. The woman can come at you like a bowling ball, or she can be light as a feather. She doesn't mind getting color, even though that's something I usually never say. She doesn't mind getting some blood out there. She's charismatic. She's again one of those people who, if you see, if she's on TV, you're gonna stop and watch her.
Yeah. All right.
So
If
now, have you thought about your number two?
I have, and I feel bad because you sort
Because
of
I'm gonna be in
stole my
shock and
thunder
awe.
for every single. But I am from from the city of champions, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Kurt Angle is my no. What? No. Uh, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Now I know she's not on TV right now. Um, so
Very impactful.
I well, so Britt, first of all, there's not a lot of weird like outside of wrestling sort of crossovers that happen. Britt and Austin, uh, uh,
Adam, for us lay
eh,
people.
sorry,
Although if you
I'm
watch the
called
reality
baby,
show, you do know that's his real name.
baby. Uh,
Baby.
speaking of it, did a thing where they were in like diners, whatever they got. Um, it- um, I am from Pittsburgh. I watched Britt wrestle through IWC, uh, the International Wrestling Cartel in
Mm.
Pittsburgh, which is one of the best indies that you could find anywhere in the country. I dead ass will put that up against like the old school PWG. If you look at the super indie tournaments, you've had guys like CM Punk, AJ Styles, like all these guys that became amazing superstars in the wrestling business, started in IWC. Britt is one of those people. Katie Arquette. There's other amazing independent women that all work there. But Britt, like before her time, was just she got it. You know, yeah. Like I was cutting a promo earlier about guys wrestling in jeans or whatever like that. Britt understood before she was ever on any sort of national stage. She understood how to market herself, how to present herself. She got herself in a position where she was, for a long time, the face of AEW
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
women's wrestling. Her match with Thunder Rosa, who
Yes.
also Mel might be on my mountain later.
Or mine,
Uh,
you never know.
well,
Because
her.
good lady. Great wrestler.
I swear to God, if after you took every women wrestler that I
No, no,
this might
no.
be the last week. No,
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 honestly,
no,
like, no,
no,
like, honestly,
no,
that is such a great
no.
pick because I was in my head like, I wonder if Spiffy's gonna think about Thunder because she's really good. No, like,
Thunder is well, British too. Like there are here's the effed up thing about this week, and I sort of had I had a feeling about it where um as Ashley sort of like broke down the like the periods of like the OG like 80s wrestling, the attitude era of wrestling, the aughts of wrestling, and here we are now. I had a feeling, and if you know me at all, it's sort of my weird gimmick, tragic flaw that I was right about this. I know, sort of my thing. I had a feeling that this was going to be the hardest one to do because there are so many amazing women right now. As much as I yell at Ashley for having a weird like Tourette's thing at the beginning of the show where she rattled off like 127 different women, it's still not
it's
enough.
pretty.
It's not enough. We didn't even wasn't Brit, wasn't Thunder Rosa, wasn't Willow Nightingale. We're not even like we're only halfway through this. Strap in, let's go. Woo!
Someone finally woke up. Um,
I've said a
so
wrestling
you
show. Yeah,
said Brett.
I won.
Now, since I've already done my number three, who would be your number three?
Nyla Rose.
Ooh, another wonderful human being.
Uh,
Another wonderful human being.
I I've been
Powerful human being.
I just I, again same thing. This almost feels like this weird sort of like soliloquy for me to be like, these girls aren't on TV and they should be all
It
the time.
boggles your mind when you don't see certain people now on TV and you know that they are like they're money. Like you just again, it's one of those I would sit and stop and watch you. And that's Nyla Rose.
Um, and you didn't shout her out, but Rio and Sheeta and like some of the Joshis that came over that
Mhm.
helped build the AEW
Yes.
women's division as it started.
I had to
And
stop
shout out to
writing
Kenny
names because I was like,
Omega
"We'll
and
be
those
here for
guys for
life."
like, yeah, like right?
Right. Because going back to like what you're saying with like Britt Baker, her storyline with Big Swole, her storyline with Thunder Rosa,
Holy shit,
it,
Big
it
Swole's not well,
she was on my other list. And the reason is because those storylines, they got us through the pandemic. They got us like they when you're introducing a brand new show and then the world shuts down, those two storylines really like they drove a lot of eyes to their show from people who I talked to. Um, Britt Baker, I was like, a dentist? All right, let me see what she got.
legit, by the
Okay,
way.
chick is a legit dentist and she's legit good. And oh my gosh, Big Swole, their story was so good. Um, her
Who
story with
who
Thunder
who
Rosa,
was Big
so
Swole?
good.
Who was she dating? What was Big Swole's? I don't remember that, but like
Her husband,
yeah,
Cedric Alexander.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, because like Jordan's with
Jonathan Gresham.
Grisham, yeah.
Yeah.
Who I'm excited that he's back and he's going to be
Yes,
right
glad
in
he's
Vegas.
feeling
By the
better
way,
as well. He just
look,
posted he's looking to train 2 new students on his Facebook page. So if you are
I'm
out
in.
there
Let's go.
and you want to learn from Jonathan Gresham, check out his Facebook page. He noted that a couple days ago. Yeah. But yeah, I like your choice of Nyla Rose. I feel like again,
Nyla
Nyla
was
was another
well.
one of those individuals who
Listen,
got over AEW in the
I
early
will
period.
I will honorable mention Sunny Kiss because I
Miss
love
Sunny
her to
is
death.
bomb.
Love her to death.
We love Miss Sunny.
But Nyla was again. You did. Here's what I would say about like the. Here's why I'm so happy about the evolution, the actual evolution of women's professional wrestling is you would never see Sunny Kiss or Nyla Rose
Or
uh,
Giselle Shaw.
or Giselle or Jordan. You wouldn't see like
Right.
you wouldn't see these girls on TV until recently because it wasn't presentation of professional wrestling, and they absolutely effing deserve it. Way more than like some of the guys. They deserve it.
Yeah.
They do.
And even going back to your Jordan Grace pick, I remember the first time I saw her with Rachel Ellering. She didn't stick out. I was like, "Oh, she's good," but she didn't stick out. And then she started to transform, and I was like, "That can't be the same girl." Oh my god, it was just this whole like this
Yeah,
caterpillar butterfly thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I do because I watched again, I understand I have a slightly different perspective because I was sort of there. I was in the room, Hamilton people. But
The room where it
like
happened, the
watching,
room where it
but
happened.
like literally even back to the OG days, watching AJ Styles and Air Paris, who were the guys that when I was down there, uh, they were working and watching their, like obviously AJ's evolution to being one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. uh, Full stop. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Thank you, Uncle AJ. But like, watching those guys go through that evolution and then translating that to women's wrestling and to not acknowledge the different challenges that women have experienced in the wrestling business. And again, I'm going back, I'm an old school brother. So going back to the 80s and 90s and, the Sherrys and the Medusas and like those women, the jumping bomb
Joe
angels
Roberts.
and the Leilani and Judy and like those women that were very working uphill, like and still probably to a degree. Um, I believe the women's evolution put them in a position where you could have a WrestleMania main event that involves Becky and Charlotte and Ronda and those kind of things, and that would have never been a remote possibility before the work that the Four Horsewomen did in NXT, or Ronda being such a big name in UFC. Uh, Terrible wrestler, but yes, but you can't deny the star power. You know what I mean,
No doubt.
right?
No doubt. I mean, and yeah, and I know I had put Nyla on my list of people, but for you to put her on your mountain, it's one of those like, why didn't I do that? Because again,
Her her
her
her matches with
presence.
Rio, that presentation of I I swear I wish I was making this up. This is a absolute shoot. I worked at wrestling shows tonight and watched I'm gonna give him a shout out because RK Sawyer is his name and he's great and he's gonna be I think he's gonna be good. Um Watched him wrestle a guy who was substantially smaller than him and they went through their opening sequence and literally I thought about this as I was trying to explain to him why uh things maybe should have been a little faster or whatever like that. And my thought was Riho versus Nyla.
She's
And
95 pounds.
right. So like but again, you have to like yeah, oh
Y-
god damn it. So now I'm thinking about like Booker shit. Like I'm like you have to understand like it cool. You can have Rey Mysterio beat the fucking Big Show, but you have to make it make sense. You have to make it where it's like, okay, cool. Like these are the things from a story that you can tell where it's like, yeah, this guy who's half your size uh fires up and boom, 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 and you're a big guy and you're like, "Meh," and he comes back in, boom, 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 meh, like it's not like
You have to be able to tell the story of the tortoise and the hare is basically.
just you have to tell the story of Davy versus fucking Goliath. It's
Yes.
not tortoise. You have to be able
Why
to
did I think I
if
meant
you want to
David
be
and
like
Goliath,
if
and I
you
said
want to be
tortoise. Good lord.
listen, if you if here's my problem.
We're
If
there.
you want to be 150 pounds soaking wet and you want to be a professional wrestler, that's awesome. You should do that. Also, you should eat a lot more protein. But before you do that, you should understand that you are very small. And if you are trying to present yourself like a professional wrestler, like if we pretend that you're the kind of person at 150 pounds that's going to kick my ass, you better, you better figure out a way to make that seem believable.
Take
And
out his legs.
it's you fucking springboarding, whatever. I'm going to, yeah,
Make you dizzy.
just that's the old school. That's your old school brothering of the week
Oh, but
from
that
Spiffy
but that
House.
again, it goes back to the Nyla Rose Rio. So it makes a lot of sense.
And Rio,
And
and
again,
they
it
made it make
that
sense.
story.
Rio beat her, and it made and it was like, oh, all right, yeah.
I just watched that episode a few, like, I want to say like 4 or 5 weeks ago, because I've been replaying old episodes. And I'm like, dang, that was good. That was again storylines that drove a brand new show. Had you they captivated you. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed it.
I did as well. Here's what I will because I need your number 4 pick, but
Yes.
here's what I uh uh clip that. I have to say that to the AI. Clip that. Hey, if you are an aspiring wrestler, or if you are a wrestler, I believe, as the old school brother that I am, that you can be amazing, even if you're 150 pounds. Even if you're the kind of guy that Kevin Nash would throw into the side of a truck, you can still be a world champion. I just look it up. You can. But also, you have to make sure that if you are a smaller performer, and that's fine, you have to make sure that you make it make sense. Pretend like you're in a fight. If you are 150 pounds and you roll up on me, and I'm not big. I'm 6'1". I'm 240. Thank you. Eh.
He's
But
got a
like,
muscle.
well, some of them. I mean, but like, you ain't gonna just. First of all, you're not gonna roll up and like throw me in a fucking head scissors or whatever like that. Like professional wrestling has to have some semblance of credibility. Okay, does that make sense? That's my promo. I love you guys. I do. And obviously I want the business to do well. It does not do well if you can't credibly perform.
Just make it
Rio
make sense.
is 95 pounds. Nyla Rose is 3 bills,
Not
probably.
95.
And they made that match, all their matches, look amazing. But they told that story throughout the course of that match. We used to call that psychology. We used to do that in the wrestling business. If before it was the get your shit in, seen, well, here we go. I worked myself into a shoot. Ash,
Take a
sorry,
deep breath.
sorry.
And now, may I go into number 4?
Yeah, if
All
I,
right. So, Vice back in 2018, 2019, and they're replaying it now. They replay it every once in a blue moon, and it's also on Tubi. Had this show called The Wrestlers, and they did a
Ohio
spot
Valley.
about Joshi wrestlers. And during that, a young lady from Australia was on there. And this young lady went on to the Mae Young Classic and
I saw my girl.
NXT to AEW. She is timeless. She is Tony Storm.
Okay,
I
son of a bitch.
it's that Tony Storm, I was captivated by her just from watching that particular episode. And now to see where she's the true evolution. She has evolved her character in
Sorry, I got to
so
get this
many
drink.
different ways.
I'm mad at myself.
Please give him a few moments. He does have on pants. But she has evolved from someone who was just learning. She was in Japan, had no idea of the language. She learned the language through wrestling. She went from there, and we start to see her in NXT, well, the Mae Young Classic, the rock and roll girl. um Her time in WWE, it wasn't, was it the best? No. However, um her being able to go to AEW, um freaking phenomenal. The first, just coming in and doing her thing on her own, to pairing up with Ruby Soho and Soraya, to transitioning
Holy
to
shit.
transitioning into the timeless Tony Storm, to um taking time as timeless Tony Storm to build up who's now known as Blake Monroe, to working with Mina Shear. Oh, we
Yeah.
love Mina. Um just her whole aura. And when you go to a meet and greet, so if you're coming out to Vegas and you get you time with Tony Storm, totally worth it. That was the one of
I,
the my
I
greatest times being in line.
she's
Totally
gonna be
worth
dead.
it. I've done a cosplay of her.
She
I
died.
showed it to her. She was awesome. But
She
she stays
did.
in character and she talks to you and she's freaking amazing. Um don't know what's going on with her right now. Who killed Tony Storm
Dead.
is one of the
Dead.
things that they're saying, but we don't know. Maybe she'll come back as Rock and Roll Tony Storm. Maybe she'll come back as something else. Maybe she'll come back in a 50s or 60s period of Tony Storm from the movies. We don't know. But what we love is we love her creativity. We love Tony Storm.
Uh, yeah. That's uh uh. I'm not gonna lie. People paying attention. I can't believe that uh, like weird like giraffe thing. I can't believe Tony Storm sunk to a three pick because she's
4 pick.
literally,
And it was so like,
ma'am, don't call. I'm trying to put her over.
it was so, I did not want her not to make one of our mountains. We could share Tony Storm, doggone it.
So if you wanna,
There's so many things with that. Oh my
oh,
god.
all right. So one of the lost Good Brothers talking chops from a few years ago involved Juice Robinson.
Yes,
Uh,
I'm on one of those lost episodes.
and also somehow I stole Willie Max McDonald's from a weird Uber thing. It's fine. Then Rocky Romero took my bottle of Jaeger, and somehow that's going to translate to me getting a chance to go do commentary with my friend Walker Stewart for New Japan, because that was my dream job before the Good Brothers decided they want to go work in Noah because they like money.
Where are you going with this for your number 4?
Tony Storm's amazing.
Tony
Is
Storm's
where I was
freaking
going.
amazing.
She, if I hate that I have to have like this weird like bona fides of like, hey guys, if you give a shit about a guy who's been in and around the wrestling business, whatever like that, Tony Storm is just I'm gonna use my one. She's fucking amazing. I'm gonna use my one F bomb for Tony. And here's why. So when I was cutting a promo on the guy with the jeans that he couldn't keep on during his match, uh, what I'm talking about is character development. And then you get somebody like Tony, who Tony Storm has always been an amazing wrestler. Uh, I I don't I clip this. I don't think this is super controversial. However, it's going to be to some of you that wrestle in jeans with no belt. Um, your character development is as important, and I would argue is more important than your actual in ring work or your presentation. Here's why I'll say that, because Tony Storm was amazing in the Mae Young. Tony Storm was amazing in NXT. Tony Storm is still amazing right now. Timeless Tony Storm is a character that she created, cultivated, got over to the point where she is, without even, there's no argument that she is the most popular, most over, most recognizable, most whatever. And I'm saying that with deference to Britt and Nyla and Riho and Sheeta. Like, I think there's nothing remotely close to where timeless Tony Storm's music hits in AEW and the crowd as a whole pops. That, ladies, wrestlers in general, that is why you should be doing this. If anybody is, thank you. Thank you. That's me cutting promo. This is Brother Up Spiffy. Thank you, Ashley, for putting up with me. God damn it. Dude, I worked a wrestling show tonight, and I got to come home and be like, I'm fired up. My friend Yuto Ice in New Japan was like, I'm on this pro wrestling high.
I
It
told
is
you
a
you're
legitimate
glowing.
fucking thing. There's no way to
You're
listen. I'm a
glowing.
very believable character. There's no way to fake this. I love this shit more than anything in my life.
Oh, clip that.
Kicked me out of a hospital bed at this point literally 1 year ago. I kicked out of a fucking literal coma to be like, because I was laying in a hospital bed and be like, booking the territory, old school, like driving the towns, making towns, doing shots. Fuck that. It saved my literal life. That's a shoot, kids. Clip it.
And now Spiffy will give his number 4.
Anyway, guys, if you are having trouble in the bedroom, if you tried Blue Chew, if you do,
Let us know how it works.
we're affiliates of the Taco Shop community. Shout out to my friend Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and the guy that I wrestled in one of his first matches ever, my friend Dorian DeVille, managed by the incomparable Justin Case. He used to manage the Sheik. I wrestled, back in the day. But use the code GOODBROTHER for
Please.
10% off your boner pills. I can say
It is
that
not a boner pill. It is a enhancement
us.
tablet. You will receive 10% off by using the promo code GOODBROTHER. Blue
And
Chew
your
Gold.
dick will be at least 20% bigger than it is, and
That is not a guarantee. No, number 4. Get back. Get to it. This product is not ventured by FDA.
Also,
All right.
I'm in a
You're
Frank
number
Thomas
4.
and Doug Flutie
We
commercial.
are 1 hour, 20 minutes in. You're
By
number
the
4.
way, she'll like it too. What's up?
Thank you, Evan. It is a helper
Yeah,
outer. That
yeah.
is a good way of saying it. It is a helper outer.
Happened to you? Big hurt? Yeah. What you do? A
You
total
got a
T
helper
by
outer.
eugenics.
Number 4. Get it together. Number 4. Number 4.
Well, that's a little hurtful. I just cut a really good promo about
You did, but now you got to
it
cut a good
was.
one for your number 4.
All right, give me a second. Let me
Take a sip. Deep breath.
I literally
And
said take
number
a sip, and
4.
I was doing a two step. Down on dip. Don't on take a sip. Black guys in
Y'all,
country music. What are we doing here? What
y'all,
happened to my
y'all,
country?
y'all don't even
See,
know.
see.
Number 4.
Um,
I know.
I know this. Thank you. That was like a 5 second pause where I was like, listen, I want you guys to know this. There is literally, I know people misuse the word literally a lot. There is literally no prep involved in this, where this
We don't have meetings because, that
this
would make
unicorn,
sense.
this sweet girl with her sweet ass hair and is nice enough to impart her. I'm just so happy that she. I'm just happy to be here, y'all. Um,
Foe. That's right. FOE. Foe.
um,
I know.
I'm gonna go Chelsea Green.
I love that pick. Amazing human being. Amazing human being. A star. A freaking star. And if you don't like Chelsea Green, I don't know what your problem is. Okay. Sorry. I was about to go there and I'm trying
No,
to just
listen,
stay in
no,
Ashley
no,
mode
my God,
because
no, cut your promo, kid. Get your shit in. Have you not paid attention to me at all? Get it in.
it
Go.
bothers me that people do not understand Chelsea Green.
She's the best
She to me,
worker on the roster right now.
she
Without, not even. There's not even a second of
when
doubt.
when you talk about always be prepared, the woman has her gear with her all the time, always prepared. Her husband may say always ready,
Always
but
ready.
no,
Yeah.
she is truly always ready. The woman has a different look for every show. She markets herself well. Again, like I said last week, if you have not even seen 2 seconds of her clip with Penta, what have you done with your life? Google it, Roku channel it. I don't care what you got to do. Just give yourself like 2 seconds. This,
I love that you cut the promo on
the,
my fucking
it,
thing
it,
like
there,
that.
follow her on Instagram, follow her on TikTok, follow her on X.
She loves Disney World. Shut up! Like Mickey Mouse and fucking put it.
You guys don't
Okay,
understand.
all right.
I have a Chelsea
You don't
Green
understand.
skirt that
I ain't
if
scared of
she
you,
ever comes
motherfucker.
out with the hat, I will
Kick
be
ass.
Chelsea Green every year for Halloween until the dang skirt doesn't fit anymore because Chelsea Green is flim flam amazing. And if you don't like her, that is your problem. And you need to figure this one out. And we are so not having a meeting after this one. We are literally going to wait until like we see each other in a few days to actually meet Evan. I don't know. Yeah, no.
Over
We are,
Chelsea?
yeah. But yeah, no. Chelsea freaking Green. She is the Taylor Swift of wrestling. I'm spent for a moment. Go ahead.
You first of all, you put respect on T Swizz. All right, but listen, Um, I know literally 26,000 people that are watching this right now don't know me from actually wrestling. But if you do, or did, or will, one of the things that I preach, even if you just watch this show where God bless this pretty young lady with the good hair. It's not named Becky. She's named Ashley, but she smells like a white girl. It's okay. Even if you just know that, what you know is I respect. I'm a worker. All right. So
Mm.
I know you might not understand what that means, and that's fine. You don't. You're not supposed to. So, from a worker standpoint, what that means to me as somebody who got brought into the business in the late 90s, I'm an old school. I was a kid, literally. I was 16 years old and got a chance to uh, work with Samu and these amazing uh, names, we would call them back in the day. Chelsea Green is somebody who, if she was, if Chelsea Green was in like 1995, she would have been, and she still might be, by the way, have been just late, not even a conversation about how great she is. I'll say this as a Pittsburgh guy, uh, for my friend Mike, the Miz, Mizanin, he's from Cleveland.
He
They
is.
mostly suck, but also, um, if you okay, if you don't watching Mike, the Miz, watching his career and how amazingly, and by the way, he gets nowhere near the love that he deserves, and I don't like the
We are
guy.
going to have an episode about unsung heroes, and he's on there.
Oh my gosh, a Mount Rushmore of unsung heroes. Okay, um, but to that point, um, Chelsea Green is first of all, as my illustrious tag team partner with the good hair, Becky, uh, Ashley. I'm sorry.
I have a cousin,
Um,
Becky. I get it. It's good.
if you have not, uh, don't stop watching us because, God damn it, we need to subscribe. By the way, please like, please subscribe, please just. It takes not even seconds. It's do the gimmick. Hit the
Like, comment, and share. Those are
yeah.
the words he said.
Smash that bug! Smash it! Smash it! Smash it!
Breathe, breathe, breathe. Come back to us. Chelsea, come back to us.
Her match in Lucha Underground may have changed my life, and it probably should change yours as well. For real. The point of that was, please, if you don't, thank you for watching. Love you guys, but also shut the fuck up and go watch that match and be like, oh, Chelsea. No, she's Harker. All right. Also, um, I'll say this, and I'm actually I'm sort of mad that I waited this long to put over Chelsea because my you know sporadic wrestling career was largely based around the fact that I could be what you guys would say is enhancement talent. What's Jerry Jarrett or Rock Parsons or Rip Rogers and those kind of guys would say is that, oh, he's a good hand. Hey, uh, put Ricky Morton in the ring with or put the Iron Sheik in the ring with Spiffy. He sells well. Or they as Rock Parsons called me when I started working from Spiffy Shane. Uh, but
Close
but
enough.
the point of that is, well, for me to get to wrestle against, but the point of that is for somebody like Chelsea Green, um, to and I literally just thought of this right now, to be the female version of like somebody like Dolph Ziggler, um, to be, uh, I
There's so
swear
many
to
rants
Christ,
in my
I
head right
just
now.
thought of, I blame the Jaeger, as I often do, but to compare Chelsea to Dolph is to compare those sort of people that are somehow believable to be main event caliber performers, but also lose all the fucking time, as they mostly do. So like when Chelsea got the US championship, whatever they got,
Hmm.
that was a weird thing because um she had not beaten anybody at the top of the card. She's never beaten Charlotte or Becky or Sasha or she's never. But it doesn't matter because back in the day, my day, you would have people like Mr. Perfect, like Kurt Hennig would be like the Intercontinental Champion, and those guys were the workers. That was the worker championship. They don't really have that anymore. Um, and sort of, I wish they did. The old school brother that I am, but if they did, it would be somebody like Chelsea that was the Arn Anderson, he's
Yes,
the NWA TV champion. Like Arn Anderson, I think he said it this week. He's like, I was a mid card guy my entire
he
career,
did say
but
that.
Arn Anderson is one of the. You guys would all refer to him as one of the greatest re- wrestlers ever. He was never anything more than a mid card guy. The reason you think about him like that is A, he was with Flair, and that was the thing. But he was a mid card guy. He was a television champion, which is a
Tag
secondary
team
title,
champion
or a tag team champion with Tully. And that's all Arn Anderson
and a
was.
mentor.
Arn Anderson is also one of the best, comma, professional wrestlers, comma, ever in the history of this business. Chelsea
Yes,
Green might be one of those people. She might be Arn Anderson level in my brain. I'm so picked anybody else before her. She should have been my number one, but she's definitely my number four. Son of a
it
bitch!
that this is one of those where like I put her on the list and I put her on there and I was like, why is she on this list? Because for well she's on the mountain. But it was because there's so many people. But when you think about Chelsea Green, okay, one of the first times I saw her live, I thought Moose killed her. I was like, dear God,
Moose
that
is also
woman
my
can
friend
take
Bill.
a heck of a
Agent
bump.
Zero. Shout out to Bill Collier, by the way, slash Agent Zero. Uh, Western Pennsylvania's own. Uh, I've known Bill for 20 years too. He's amazing, and I'm
Yeah.
so happy he's getting a chance to do the thing.
Yes, because
Sorry.
he's another one who I was like, "Oh my gosh, he killed her." But no, I thought Moose killed her. I was like, oh my gosh." But then I saw that clip from Lucha Underground. Notice how we keep talking about this clip, y'all. But again, she is that workhorse. She not only was a workhorse with WWE, Triple A, or as she says, Triple A. she's she's charismatic. She's I mean, the woman accepted the fate of smelling like garbage. Y-
So here's
And then
okay.
and at this time of the women's revolution evolution, she's like, "All right, put me in, coach."
Here's again. I obviously didn't think about this at all. And please don't at me. If you do, at Spiffy Sean Show, or if you want to book Rip Rogers or Lenny Carr or me or Ashley, I don't care. We'll go. If you have a wad of money and a bottle of Jaeger, I'll show up. I don't give a shit. Um, Chelsea, uh, to your point, which is an amazing point, by the way. The point of that is, um, uh, and this is something again. Uh, I will always take the rare opportunities to put myself over, but like getting a chance to work with somebody like Jerry Jarrett or Jim Cornette or whatever like that, where they would say, uh, "She's a good hand." Um, I don't know that uh, wrestlers, entertainers of the past 20 years understand what an amazing compliment that is when Michael PSAs or Arn Anderson or whatever like that calls you a good hand. What that means is that they can trust you to work with anybody. That's
Mhm.
how you end up in a match with Floyd Mayweather or uh Jelly Roll or whoever I don't know, whatever it
Yeah.
is. But your job in that good hand role is to make that presentation work. And often it is one of the highest profile spots you can have as a sports entertainer. And Chelsea, um, and again, Chelsea is my uh, hotter version of the Miz when I, as a guy who sort of wrestles, whatever. But when I talk about those good hands, um, it is, you know, as it is, it's weirdly, and again, there's going to be 8 people that watch this and get it. And there's going to be a bunch of people like, what the fuck? Why is he talking about Bianca Belair? But like, it is the greatest compliment that
It is.
a worker can talk about another worker, about the Dolph Zigglers and the Mike the Mizanins and the Chelsea Greens, where and Bailey is one of those for me as well. By the way, if you're talking about people you could put in any
Any situation.
situation at all, and they are going to make it okay. Like you have
Yeah.
those people, dude. And if you don't have those people as a promoter, get those people. Like get them. Like you can build an entire fed around a few people. You don't need a lot. You need a few people. They're like, all right, if I tell him he's gonna like uh fight a midget, little person, like
Verbiage.
yeah. Well, I mean, 2020. Like
Yes, I understand.
listen, I've put over 9-year-olds. You think I'm not going to put over a little person? Like I don't give a like. It's a. I'm just happy to entertain
Yeah.
anybody, and if you are the kind of person, and here's where I think the fans get
It's a rage bait term for a lot of fans when they hear good hand because they don't understand the definition that you provided. Because it's like, so you're saying that
Didn't
she's not
ask.
good enough.
Didn't
She's
ask.
not good enough to be called a superstar.
Who, Chelsea?
But no, but that's like for fans who don't understand the verbiage of a good hand. They don't understand, like people who don't understand what that
Nope.
means, that it can rage them where it's like people don't understand that she's a star. She's just no, it's Chelsea is what we call multifunctional. She is a star, but she can also make other people look good. She can be in the background and do the woman is in a wheelchair right now stealing the show. She can steal the show without wrestling. She can
I
steal
wish
the
I.
show without being in the middle of the ring with a microphone.
So
That
that.
is
Oh.
that is what a lot of people don't
Oh, you
understand.
jerk. You jerk. All right.
See, I'll
So
be
the.
learning things. Chelsea
It's fine.
Green's an
Okay.
awesome pick,
All right.
and
So,
there's like,
but here's to your point. Charlotte Flair is also that person. So, uh, and here's kind of the nuance of it. Like, so the way, like I, so the way that they would write uh characters are different,
yeah,
and that's fine. But also, Charlotte was at a lot of points the person that was sort of the not gatekeeper, but like she was the oh, now you have credibility because you're in the ring with me.
exactly.
Chelsea can be that. Chelsea is that girl now, which is again that's the Miz or the R-Truth or the Dolph Zigglers or the reliable like and
It's like we could have like we could have a whole talk around this, but we don't do full on deep dives. We deep dive a little bit more than our
not
buddies, but
not this week
but
we
but
don't.
we but we do deep dive. And at the end of the day, what we're saying is you cannot have a wrestling organization without people like Chelsea Green. Period.
Not to whatever not the pylon. Chelsea maybe and Matt too. Honestly,
Yeah. They're great for each other.
maybe
It's
uh, like if I was starting a Fed, it wouldn't be. I I was very happy to get a chance to wrestle. Whatever. We'll be back in well, whatever May 16th. I'll be out in Vegas in 18 hours.
is it
Uh,
18?
I don't know, dude.
No,
Time's
it's
not real, but
not.
like, if you want to brother up, I'll talk about all this stuff.
48.
See, you see how like how do we have a podcast with girls that all they want to do is just correct you all the time? She didn't care that I was like, oh my god,
Cuz he's just so
dude,
excited to see me,
your
so
hair,
he keeps changing the time.
your hair looks great. You look amazing. Like great. First of all, I didn't change any time of all the things you can yell at me.
Clocks also do not exist to him, so it's like time is a constraint. It does not exist. So he's going to say 14 hours and that could be anywhere between today and 7 months.
I
Just
hate
know.
that. Uh,
Chelsea
here's
Green.
yeah, still my favorite. I've never met her.
I have. She's amazing.
I mean,
Sh-
yeah.
I'll
I mean,
tell
I
you.
get it.
We were waiting for TNA to start back when it was Impact, and she walked out to get a
I
mask,
was
and I
there.
said, "Are you Chelsea Green?" And she said, "Yes, I am." I was like, "Oh my god, you are so gorgeous." And she's like, "Thank you." And I was like, "And I love what you do. May I please have a picture?" And she gave me a quick picture, and
Oh, Sesame Timbers.
and
Ah, oh,
and
Sesame.
I would always it always seemed like when we would go to TGI Friday at Sam's Town after shows, we would sit near Chelsea
What
Green's
the
table.
like? What? Uh, 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 you live in Vegas.
I
You're
live
going
in
to
Vegas.
like you're
I live
going
in
to
Vegas with
TGI
Jason.
Fridays
Yeah,
at
yeah, they're all gone now, but we had some of the last TGI Fridays.
uh, ma'am. As a former professional poker player, there is definitely at the Orleans. There is one.
They're closing it.
I hear that. I know that. By the
They're
way.
closing it.
Well, Christmas is canceled, everybody. Sorry, Ash. Sorry, Ash is gonna go there and told us everything was fine.
But
But
we need to
we
get to our number fives because we've been here for a minute and I've been sitting here like tossing and turning on my number five. Like literally, I'm having just like last week when I had that moment in my head between Becky and Bailey, I'm having the same issue right now with my number five. I don't know if I should go with the Australian lady or the Japanese lady. I don't know. And I feel like
listen.
I'm gonna wake up
You go with
in a
one, and I'll
sweat.
go with the other.
I know.
If
I feel
you
like I'm gonna wake up
if
in a
you jump,
sweat.
I jump. If you, we'll go over the clip together,
We're
Thelma.
gonna go
Let's
together on this.
fucking go. Let's.
So,
Oh man.
okay, I might have to turn the coin flip app on again. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. No. Jeez, this is so hard.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with Rhea Ripley. Damn it. I'm sorry, EO. I'm sorry. But here's the reason. I want this is why I need a six head today. Um Rhea Ripley,
you think you think I'm gonna get on the Good Brothers plane to fucking Australia in 2 weeks? Yeah,
breathe,
I
man.
might.
Drink some water. But listen, Rhea Ripley, she is another one of those talents who came into her own. Um, Hearing her story, and I talked about this with our friend Evan. Um, when she first came through the Mae Young Classic, they were like, "Oh, you're a mini Charlotte," because she had her long blonde hair. And she's like, "I'm not a mini Charlotte." And she slowly transitioned from the long blonde hair to the blonde pixie to the black, all the tattoos, becoming again that when you get to be your authentic self, you shine. And then she has had great matches, great rivalries. Again, another person when she comes on TV, you're going to stop and you're going to watch. And it was really hard because for me, it was like, and I was at Mania last year. That was one of my favorite matches, seeing Rhea,
I,
Bianca, and Io. And it was hard not to put Io
look at
on
her.
here because there's so many great women that we have spoke about this evening, early morning. Um, but Rhea Ripley, damn. I mean, jeez. Again, Io Sky, Io Shirai, however you want to call her. If I had a six head, you'd be there. Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is going to be Stephanie Becker.
Ooh, yes.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? That's not,
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? And the reason why is
um. So, as we talk about, uh, like in real life, she would have probably been my number 8, but also, you know, can't have Julia or Makito or like you guys don't know most of these girls, like right? I mean, like, hey, Maki, her visa, she can't come, and I'm not in that way. She,
focus.
I think she can come, but
She's a great wrestler, is what you're saying. But
amazing
where you're going is with your pick,
is okay.
Stephanie
Uh,
Vacquier.
that's great. Here's why I picked her. Not somebody that would have ever been on my radar until well, she was on my radar because uh, CL.
CMLL. She very good there. Her match with Mercedes.
Yeah, and then as we try to unpack those things, uh, we got yelled at, but before Stephanie got yelled at, she was amazing before that. All right. So here's all right. Okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Sir. Here's all right. All right, bro. All right, bro. 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 Bro.
Focus.
All right. So the actual bro focus is uh, uh you guys might not know this in America, but these girls have been crushing it. Japan and Mexico and wherever they got. Stephanie Vaquer, you guys met 4 months ago or where she got there. But if
If you
Google
did
it,
your research,
if you believe in research, I mean, well, yeah, most
or
people in
not your
America.
research, if you have an open mind past WWE, AEW, and TNA, then you would be able to see talents such as Stephanie Vacquier.
So yeah, yeah, uh, she's been great. Uh, 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 Thunder Rosa. I apologize. Uh, er, I'm doing it like Steph. Thunder Rosa. Like there are Mercedes, who God bless her is she deserves way better than she is retiring with Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, like I'm just happy to be here, guys.
Well, I will say this, and I'm glad that you brought up Thunder Rosa's name again before we close out. When I first saw Thunder Rosa, it was in NWA. And I had a
Great choice.
job where we had open internet, and I found NWA on YouTube, and I would sit and watch her
Mm.
um, Ricky, and
Well,
Eddie Kingston. I
oh,
would literally like not go into Ready to watch their segments. um Camille as well. But Thunder Rosa, and I told her this, I was like, I almost got in trouble watching your matches.
um,
Because she had a wonderful story. She was surrounded with Marty Bell. Shout out to Marty Bell. She was with
we
Melina.
sure
We
did.
gave Melina her love in a recent podcast. And not only did she do wrestling, she was doing MMA. And then COVID happened. And then she
Mm.
came on and introduced herself and told her story on Busted Open. And then she jumped in, and here she comes on AEW and has a hell of a match with Britt Baker. And she has gone through so many things. Yes, DMD. She has gone through so many things with her injuries and just bouncing back, having her own um promotion and putting over people. And
Wait,
even when she had to shut her promotion down, it broke her heart, but she's
all
still
right.
out there, and now she has
Hey,
a dual
not to cut you off.
contract with
I don't know.
CMLL
I
and
know what you're talking
AEW.
about. I don't know.
Thunder Rosa
She had a promotion.
in San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I
She will also
I
be at
didn't realize
WrestleCon.
she had it and didn't shut it down. So
Yeah.
I just
She
want to make
recently.
sure that uh, Cole, what is that promotion? And
Oh gosh, I can't think of the name of her promotion off the top of my head right now, but she again, another one of those wrestlers who, as you like to tell me all the time, you got to have your hustle. She doesn't just wrestle. You can watch her YouTube. You can join the Thunder Army. I enjoy Thunder Rosa, and shout out to her. Shout out to all the ladies that we have put on the podcast today. And as we wind this down, next week you can see us at WrestleCon Thursday through Sunday. We will be with the great Rip Rogers and Leilani Kai. So please visit us at our table and say hello, get some autographs, get some pictures, get some merch, whatever. But most importantly, come and tell Spiffy and the Unicorn hi. We are going to be there every day. You never know where you're going to find us throughout the city. Of course, I live here, so you never know. But we will be around. Please like, comment, share our podcast with your friends. Let us know who you would put on your Mount Rushmore. Go back and watch past episodes. Leave comments there too. This has been so
modern,
much fun to
modern women,
do.
modern women, right now. These
Modern
girls
women,
on
this
your
has been
roster
awesome.
right
It
now.
has literally, and this is true.
Yeah.
Doing this podcast has literally opened my eyes to so many things that I didn't think about.
I'm so
Um,
sorry. I'm so sorry.
and we cannot wait to see you all next week during WrestleMania week out here in Vegas. If you are a wrestler and you want us to shout you out, leave it in the comments. We'll shout you out. Let us know where you are wrestling. Um, we'll start putting that out there.
In
You want us to hang
Philadelphia,
out on one of
by
your
God,
pods?
West
Let us
Virginia.
know
I
and
was
we'll come
there.
out.
I seen it. I was there.
Mm. So don't forget to click the link and send us any questions. Hit the QR code, what have you. But yeah, this has been a great extension of Women's History Month. I don't know where we're going to go next. Just know that, like I said, next week is going to be a great time. Come visit our table. You don't know if you're going to get the unicorn. You don't know if you're going to get Ash the Ace, or you're just going to get plain old Ashley. You're going to get some Spiffy. You're going to get some Sean. You don't know. You don't know. But
No,
most importantly, come visit us, come say hi, enjoy yourself if you're out here for WrestleMania week. Have fun. Let us know what you think of all the shows. do all the things. Don't forget also to visit the Good Brothers. And yeah. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out tonight. This is Spiffy Sean Spears, the last
Oh,
Styles. I don't know
I
where
love
I got
me
Spears
too.
from today. I am tired.
Ah!
The last.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to
There
know?
he is. The last of the OG professional wrestlers. And this has been your unicorn, Ashley. We hope you have a great week. We will see you here in Vegas. Y'all have a great
Slide
night.
up. You two slide up.
All right. Bye,
Mwah.
babies.